Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast here on Bleacher Report. Jacques,
Hawk,
Jacques,
Hawk.
what's going on, people? Good afternoon, good morning, whatever time it is your way. Shout out to everybody that's joining the chat here on Bleacher Report. If you're watching us on any other platform on YouTube, Apple, or Spotify, we appreciate that as well. Shout out to everybody, man. The chat is already blowing up, man. So, as you all know, the Tennessee Titans with a piss poor performance today, 25-3 versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Tennessee Titans now 1-11, and a terrible performance today, a lackluster performance overall. And I know we have things we'll discuss today. What up, Jacques? What's good with you, man?
Man, I can't call it, bro. Can't call it. How you feeling?
Yeah. I feel dejected right now. It's all I can say from one week to the next. It's just unbelievable, man. But so yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. The Tennessee Titans have now been eliminated, as we knew would be anyway, but officially have been eliminated from the playoffs as of today's loss. The Jacksonville Jaguars now actually the number one team in the AFC South, with the Indianapolis Colts losing today. So, so let's get into the show, folks. And, appreciate everybody in the comments. Tito 11, J Dizzle 177, Maximus 323. We got Tulsa Titan in the building. We got Dre Home 18. What's good? Your favorite Ginger. What's happening? Just Marcus 1982, Sleeping Warrior. What's up to everybody in the chat? All right, so the Tennessee Titans with another loss, 25-3 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Tennessee Titans now are 1-11 as I spoke previous. So if you could give us a reason or reasons as to why the Tennessee Titans lost today against the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Overall loss. I mean, they lost on special teams, they lost on defense, and they lost on offense. And they lost with coaching as well. So overall loss, man. I'll give you an example. And I'll go to the coaching first. When you see, this is how Mike McCoy, he doesn't have a job, and he hasn't had a head coaching job since he's been fired from the Chargers. The play clock is coming down to 2, 3, 1, 0. Any competent head coach will call a timeout. But hey, timeout, right? What you do is you are talking to your special teams coach, and then you entail y'all get the penalty, and it backs you up, and it puts you in negative territory. Negative yards. You're supposed to be in plus yards. So that's one with coaching. Defense, blown assignments in the secondary. Kevin Winston Jr., this was not his best game, especially when it came to coverage. And you could tell he's a rookie. He's still learning the game. But a lot of those plays, man, he gave up. I'll give you another example. The end zone play with Marcus Harris and him communicate. Marcus told him, hey, watch out for, I think it was number 7. Watch out for what's his name? Watch out for him. He kept communicating. Kevin Winston seen it at the last minute, boom, touchdown, right? Let's go to the offensive side of the ball. The receiver's not on the same page with Cam. Cam's holding the ball a little bit too long. The offensive line playing like doo-doo. Special teams, fumble. We got a fumble, right? So you can't win like that, man. It's a good team loss. That's the way we lost, man. Just overall, it's just this point is numbing, dude. It's just numbing. It's numbing. What about you, Hawk?
Facts, no paper, man. So I do agree it was a total team loss. At the end of the day, we only had 3 points today. And Jacksonville, is a playoff team. And, when you look at penalties, I do agree. We had 10 penalties. But, Jacksonville had 13 penalties. So, penalties, I'm going to watch that, though. It's bad on both, right? We did have 2 fumbles that we lost today as well, too. I just think, if I put it on a particular side of the football today, for me, I want to put it most on the offense today, man. I thought the defense held all right in the third quarter, and it kind of let the ball sort of loose in the fourth quarter. But I look at everything on offense. I'm starting at Cam Ward. I think this was Cam Ward's worst game as a pro today. I think Cam Ward did not have a good game today. He threw the ball 38 times, only 141 yards of passing. There were open receivers that were being missed. There's certain plays, you got to make those plays. I know we're not the most talented team in the league. I get that. But you got to make those throws when those throws are available. And he missed out. And at times holding on the ball too long. There were times for him to run the football. He didn't do that. Cam had a bad game today. I don't know what was going on today. He did not play well today. The offensive line was trash today as well. J.C. Latham had a rough game today. There were one play where I saw Tajay Spears, trying to run the ball. J.C. Latham just let him go, and he got tackled, and Tajay Spears got up pissed off. So it's like the offensive line didn't block well, pass blocking, no run blocking. I thought we ran okay in the first half. And then also we kind of went away from it. And next thing you know, we stopped running the ball. I guess being behind, you got to throw the ball. But I thought that was bad. The run game was non-existent. There were a few plays where there was, I think Tony Pollard had the longest run today at 15 yards. But we only ran the ball, 15 times this game. So we didn't even run it enough, And then the receivers. Receivers were not getting open this game. I did see the one drop by Elick, but some of the receivers wasn't getting open. We were just terrible. We played awful. We scored 3 points. 3 points as a team in an NFL game, had 188 yards of offense. That's never going to get it done. Jacksonville is a decent team. They're a good team, but they're not the best defense we've played. We, compared to what we did in Seattle today, totally different. I'm looking at like things that we've progressed on. We took a step back today, man. We stunk today. This was a bad football. The Houston game I felt was really bad. This game was as bad, if not worse, than the Texans game. We didn't do crap on offense today. 3 yards of play on offense. So I blame everything. Like you said, Jacques, the whole game. There wasn't anything we did well, coaching or anything. But if I primarily put it on something, I'm putting it on the entire offense. We stunk from start to finish on offense. 3 points. That's all we got today. That's terrible. So that's my answer, man.
Facts on paper. So we'll move to the next segment. Hawk, what did you learn about the Titans today from this game?
I've learned we are the worst team in the league, man. We are. I think that solidified it today. Even when we have progress, we're still not winning games. When we play our worst, we're not winning games. We have one win for a reason. We're 1-11. Now the Jets have won, so now they're 2 games ahead of us. I have learned that we really are bad, bro. And yes, there could have been times where in the first quarter, go for a touchdown, not a field. Okay, say we make those touchdowns. Say it happens, we still lose this game. We're not winning this game. We lost 25-3. We're saying it's a 22-point difference. No, we are terrible. Great points about our safety play, with Winston and those guys. We have a lot of rookies out there, yes, and they played like rookies today. All of them played like rookies today. And hopefully Xavier Restrepo's okay. He got carted off the field. Hopefully he's all right. But in my opinion, we are the worst team in the NFL, and we were last year. We are this year. I'm not sugarcoating this. We suck. We played the Jags. The Jags barely broke a sweat out there. You look at us on defense. They were getting very frustrated. I'm sure behind it in the mind, like, man, look, man, our offense ain't generating a damn thing out here. You know what I mean? Like you said, you told me earlier, the defense is pissed off. Yeah, the defensive line is pissed off. But then, talk to your secondary, because especially in the first half, they made Trevor Lawrence look like Joe Montana. There were receivers open all over the field. So I was like, Denard Wilson, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? So we have no good aspect on our team right now, except the fact that rookies are getting playing time. We're the worst team in the league. That's what I've learned after today. I cannot be talked down from that. We're the worst team in the league, in my opinion. What about you, Jacques?
I agree with the worst team in the league, but I'm also going to add to that. This is what happens when you fire your coach the 3rd week of the season. You lose your identity. You don't have an identity. Your interim doesn't know what he's doing. Everybody's just out there. I see a team that's just out there. They're just playing backyard football. That's all it is. And they're doing a terrible job at playing backyard football. And so,
God, that's facts, no paper.
When you're out there, you just out there. I mean, and the team and leadership didn't help them out by taking away a lot of their pieces in the secondary, right? So I see just an overall picture, an overall pie of, okay, we made the right decision by firing Brian Callahan, but did we make the right decision at the right time, if that makes sense? Not saying we would have won any more games, but at least you would have had an identity. At least you would have had some type of continuity. And that's how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it in that way, like, man, if we would have had him, because Mike McCoy, man, he is incompetent with anything that he does.
Yes,
the guy looks lost. He just looks like he's just, because he ain't got no stake in this. So he has no stake in anything. So when you do that, You kill the development of your rookies because you're trying to develop them. You kill them development of your rookie quarterback. See what the Panthers and the Bears and the Texans and all them doing, they let their coach play it out all the way to the end of the season. Then boom, Callahan did need, but at the end of the day, you got enough time now. This is why I think I text you. When I text you, Titans got to get it right with this coaching hire because you've had this amount of time to evaluate coaches, to do your homework. But knowing the Titans, they'll come to the table unprepared anyway. Hopefully, Mike Berganza, you hear this and you can go. But Mike McCoy is trash. He sucks, okay? I don't want to see him in the building even once we do get a new coaching staff. You need to get him. He needs to go retire and enjoy his family. He does not need to coach another NFL game, another arena. He needs to go to the arena league. He needs to do something, but don't get away from us, right? And like you said, I see a team that, even from our veteran leadership, man, that is really just right now. And they're looking for something, but they don't have it. See, this is the advantage when you have a team full of veterans.
Yep.
They take leadership when you have a situation like this. We don't have a team full of veterans. And the veterans that we do have, you got Jeffrey Simmons. You're asking Tony Pollard to say, hey, TP, step up. Tony, that's not his game, right? That's not his game to step up in the leadership role and be rah. So right now you just have a lack of everything. And Intel, to your point, it's just the worst team in the NFL. Our starters are down when it comes to receiving. It's just you can't win like this, man. It is what it is. So that's my thoughts, man.
Yeah. Great points, man. Yeah. So shout out to everybody that's joined the chat, man. We got Lost Boy 615. What's good with you, bro? What's happening, sir? We got Jay Dizzle, Dre Home 18. Hey, man. Hey, y'all sitting here as miserable as we are with this, man. So we understand, man. So Jacques, once again, the Tennessee Titans with another loss, 25-3. We only have one win this football season. We're 1-11. We're the laughing stock of the NFL. No one, and I mean no one, watches the Titans. No one outside of Titan fandom, no one cares about the Titans at this moment. Mm-hmm. So, speaking of that, and we got that poll question out there as well. Mm-hmm. Will the Tennessee Titans win any more games after this one for the rest of the year?
No, they will not. I was going to give them the Saints game, but the Saints at least fighting. And that's with a rookie quarterback that they have. What's his name? Tyler Shaw. Tyler Shaw, yeah. Tyler Shaw is going to eat our defense alive. He's going to get his game, and I'm calling it from here on out. Our defense is going to get eat alive. Our offensive line is going to get eat alive. No, we're not winning no more games after this. So you might as well go and pencil it in, one and whatever. This will be the Titans' worst record overall ever. And so, no, I don't have – that's how much confidence that I have lost. And also add to it, Mike McCoy is trash. So you're not going to win another game. I'm sorry. Right. I'm sorry. That's right. With Mike McCoy at the helm, you're not going to win another game. I'm sorry. Okay? People can argue me in the comment section till I'm blue. You're not going to win another game with him. It's just not going to happen. I was going to give you the Saints game, but I'm not even going to give you that game because they at least showing fight. They're at least saying, hey, we're here. Tyler Shaw is not the number one pick, but at least he has somebody to throw to. So, no, I don't have any confidence we're going to win another game. What about you?
So I'm going to give a definitive no. Matter of fact, I'm going to say a hell no because you bring a hell of a point about Mike McCoy. He's not it. And to win games with the lack of talent we have, you got to have a coach that can get you there, right? And that's not the case. We don't have the talent. The key is we're not scoring points.
Nope.
We're not scoring points. To win games, you got to score points. Last week against Seattle, we scored 24 points. That's the most points we scored all season. That's terrible. 24 points. And today against Jacksonville, 3. No, we can't win. There was one point in time we were down 15 at the half, right? I was like, well, shoot, you know what I mean? We down a touchdown and another touchdown and a 2-point conversion. We might be in this thing. We didn't score any other points the rest of the game. We scored 3 points in the first quarter, 0, 0, 0, second, third, and fourth. You can't win if you can't score. I ain't seen it. Mm-hmm. Until I see us generate touchdowns, then let's see that. Mm-hmm. We had 188 yards of offense, right? You know what I'm saying? Lost Boy 615, what's good, bro? Hey, you're right. We can't even get first downs. Mm-hmm. We were 2 for 12 on third down, 1 for 4 on fourth down. What? Mm-hmm. What? We had 55 plays. They had 57. So we're pretty much even with them in time of possession. They might have had a few more minutes more than us. We have opportunities to be on the field. It's not like we're on the field 15 minutes in a game. We're on the field 30 minutes a game. That's damn near half, right? It is half. And we can't score. Like, we had 3 points today, folks. No, not at all, man. Crap.
Hey, can I add to that, huh?
Yes, sir.
And I'm gonna tell you what the Jags did a good job of. This is when you don't have any wide receiver threat at all. They played damn near prevent defense the entire game.
They did, bro.
Just prevent, stay in shell. That's all you gotta do. I mean, even if I play you at man, I can block you up. That was my thing. That's what I was noticing the entire game. I'm like, man, they playing cover 2, cover 3. They just sitting in their zone chilling. And then when it came down to it, 3rd and 15, man, I ain't got nobody that's gonna threaten me. The run game is trash. Yep. Cam, who he gonna throw to? Ayo Manor. I'm gonna tell you something about Ayo Manor, man. And I'm actually he's a rookie, and I'm giving him that grace, but he has digressed real bad. And I'm wondering if he's still hurt. In my opinion, I think the young man is still hurt. Yeah, I'm just like, bro, you're not yourself. So when you don't have weapons like that, to your point, why we're not going to win another game? Defenses are looking at this. You don't think Cleveland's defense is looking at this and be like, bro, just rush 3.
Yeah,
you still get to the quarterback.
That's
They're
right.
just sitting in the zone, bro. Them receivers ain't gonna do nothing to get open. And then the receiver that you did have, Restrepo, who did make a good catch, he's hurt now, so he's done. X is done. It's a wrap. So, yeah, man, this is an easy team to scheme against. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, it is. You know, sadly enough, it is. We suck, man. We suck. We're not good at anything right now.
Nope.
Nothing. So, yep.
Yeah. So, Hawk, got a follow-up question for you.
Yes.
We've seen what the Bears, the Jaguars, the Patriots, and the Panthers have been able to do once they get a good coach in here and they spend some money. I think all those teams had money as well in the offseason, and they were able to kind of turn this thing around really quickly. With the way the Titans have fired Callahan, which I said I agree 100%, do you have enough confidence that the Titans can mimic what those teams did in the offseason to get to at least a serviceable 500?
To get to 500?
Yeah, I said 500.
Like next year, you say?
Next year. Yeah, next year, not this year. This year's a wash. I'm talking strictly next year.
I don't, Shot.
Okay.
I don't have the confidence. There has not been, I don't even know who our coach is going to be, right? I don't know the players that we're going to bring in. So I expect a whole different team next year. But if I'm going off historical situations that the Titans have had over the last several years, they haven't shown me anything to say we're looking to improve. We've just gotten worse. We won 3 games last year. We've only won 1 this year, right? So, we have drafted a lot of guys. We've added a few free agents over the past few years here. I mean, to get to 500 from 1 game, from 1 win to 8 to 9 wins the next season, it's our team has to be completely different. So I might say it's too early to know. I don't know who our coach is right now. It will be, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's going to be a part of it. But look what we have right now. We have to add it. I would hope there has to be a point in time we get better. We can't be this bad for 20 years in a row, right? There will be a point in time where it clicks. But I'm saying for next year, we have a lot. We're way off. I don't even know who our coach is. You know what I'm saying? So I say right now, it might be too early to know, man. And I'm speaking historically. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no. You know what I'm saying? What the Bears and the Patriots and all them have done, bro, it's amazing. The Patriots they're at 9 wins, 10 wins, and the Bears are at 9 wins. They just beat the Eagles, and then they beat the Chiefs the previous week. So we got a long way. It looks like it's a carbon copy. I don't see that, Shop. What about you, man?
So I'm going to take it. I'm taking it in a different direction than you, Hawk. And maybe I didn't ask the question correctly, but I'm looking. This year's a wash. And it's just been a wash, okay? And how my brain works is when I know something, it's just me personally as a human being. When I know it's a wash, let me figure out let me go down here and figure this out over here, all right? So when I look at Berganzi, and I'm always going to speak on Berganzi, because he had the enough cojones to come out and do a press conference that I'm like, okay, that's what I like to hear. And he comes from a winning organization with the Kansas City Chiefs. And what he was able to do with the rookies that we have now. And again, I don't know if it's a collaboration between him and Brinker, but I'm putting Brinker over there on the side. The Titans, and I'm going to use the Panthers for example. Panthers went through, I think, they went through Frank Reich, fired him, and then I think they went through another coach. Then they added another little number one receiver in T-Mac. And I watched that Panthers game when they played the Rams. And I seen a team where I was like, okay, they got okay talent. They're not extravagant talent or whatnot, but that's a well-coached team. Bryce Young, shout out to Bryce Young. This is his third year in the league, and he's starting to catch it. And they gave him a number one target. I'm like, okay, he uses T-Mac a lot. I think T-Mac leads all rookies in receiving right now. I think he does. He caught like a touchdown or two or whatever today. And I'm looking at that. I'm like, okay, I know the Titans leadership is stupid, but I know they can't be that stupid where they ain't got a plan. And I look at Berganzi and I'm like, Berganzi, you are the X factor, bro. You know what you're doing. You've seen this thing built before. And in their mind and in my mind, I'm like, Rome wasn't built overnight. Now, to your point, Hawk, we can't be bad for 20 years. I don't expect the Titans to be bad for 20 years. I don't. Okay. That's just me. We got a new stadium, we got investments, and hopefully we'll have draft capital because it seemed like we'll have the number one pick. So you're going to get more draft capital. And the way they drafted last year with the draft capital that you have this year, you can get some good quality players coming out of this draft this year to start building. Okay, this thing ain't gonna be built overnight. That's why I said sub 500. If you can give me 6 or 7 games next year, that's a big ass improvement. Okay, excuse my language. If you can get the right head coach in here, because this fan base needs to be galvanized. That's why it's important for them to hit on this coaching hire. That's why I say you have this amount of time to do your homework on all these coaches. They better have a board like they draft, like you had, that draft board they have. They better have the same thing for a coaching board. Hey, this is what we got in this pile. This is what we got in this pile. Let's ignore that pile because we've been down that pile before, and let's go to this pile. You need to figure this thing out fast because if they don't hit on the head coach, it's a wrap, dog. It's a wrap, right? Then you set the franchise back even more, okay? And so when I look at teams like that, all those teams have a commonality in place, okay? The Patriots were trash. But when I got Vrabel. Same thing with the Bears. They got Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson took his shirt off. They turned up. Everybody canceling Caleb Williams. He's the most worst rookie. No, Caleb Williams got talent. You just needed to add more to it. They added to the defense. They went out and got Kevin Byard. They built. They like, okay, hey, we're going to go from this to this. And people say it's impossible. Oh, it's impossible, Jock. No. It's not impossible. You just got to know what you're doing. Then you got the Panthers. I'm using them as an example because I think they're the closest things to the Titans, but they don't have a lot of talent, but they got talent. It's like, man, y'all got talent. Y'all just beat the Rams. That's an impressive win. And y'all got more wins than y'all did last year. So when I look at this thing, I'm looking at it as Berganzi, you're the cornerstone, bro. And what you were able to do, I hope they give him full range to kind of look and say, okay, hey, let's go. Berganzi, do your thing, man. You came from the most winning organization to date, right? They know how to draft. They know how to bring in free agents. They know how to evaluate talent. So I'm throwing out right now. Just hypothetically, I got a list of coaches, man, on my list, man. I'm like, man, if you hit on him, you good. You hit on him. I seen the John Gruden little tape he did. I'm not saying we're going out and get no John Gruden, but you need to hit on somebody like that, right?
Absolutely.
You gotta hit.
You have to.
Yep. But Gonzi is the key for me. You can tell I'm a Brinker fan right now because I just feel like what value does he bring to this team? But Berganzi is the one that I'm looking at. I'm like, Berganzi, you the last hope, bro. Yeah. You the last hope. Yeah. You the last hope.
I got you. Well, I'll add this too, Jacques. Mm-hmm. Do you all know next year who has the number one cap space in the NFL? The Tennessee Titans.
Yep. That's why I brought this question.
Yep. So bring in free agents. We got to spend money. Outside of just drafting people, we have to spend money. And to your point, that's on Berganzi. Brinker has the business out of the salary cap space. He has that, right? So the opportunity will be there for sure to get better. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So all right, cool. Well, listen, folks, we are at our favorite part of the show, man. The chat is on fire. Hey, listen. Send us the best chat on here, man. We will post that, man. We're gonna go through as many as we can, man. Shout out to everybody on there, and yeah, for sure, yeah, yeah.
I
We're
see.
assier than ass, as your favorite ginger just said. That's funny.
Somebody, okay. He said, "How can we force Amy Adams out? We can't.
We
This is
can't.
her team."
Yep. Next question. Next question. Yep.
Hold on. I seen a couple of questions come in. Hold on. See if you see something, post something.
Okay.
I thought I seen something at the beginning of the show here. Oh, I think I found one. Hold on.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Was there any positives in this game?
Nope. Not for me. Nope.
Minus DK. I got one. DK continues to be a great punt returner. He made up for that fumble. So shout out to DK.
Yeah, gotcha.
I think it's about the only positive I can.
And my only one positive is before this game, Jacksonville was the top running offense in the league for the last 3 weeks. The Jags were. I was like, wow, for real. We stopped the run game. They didn't run. They only had 70 yards rushing today. So shout out to the run defense today.
Yep. Oh, that's cool. Cool. This loss or the first, is this the worst loss of the first Texans loss or this one? Which one is worse?
I think this one, Jacques, because I went to the Houston game and I felt that at that time, right? But you would hope by now things would get better. You see what I'm saying? And it hasn't. So this is worse. I expect us to be a little bit better than what we did against Houston. We played worse today. So I say this law. How about you, Jacques?
I say this one. Houston, I expected us to get our butt kicked. That was just expected. This one was worse because the high that you came off on that last game and you played the top defense. But this is the most Titan thing ever. I'm just gonna be honest with you. We've seen the Titans do this stupid stuff before. We'll play a great team real good, and then you be like, "Oh, we got a shot against them. Can we do this?" Yeah. So,
and that's the part it's like, just you go from just. I don't know. This game we were ass all over the field. No one did well today, in my opinion. From the top to the bottom, man.
You ain't got no coach, man. In situations like this, you got to have a coach, bro, that can galvanize your players. We just don't have one. Other than Cam and Jeff, are there any foundational pieces on this roster? I'll let you go first on this. I got my answer.
Well, you have to have your rookies as foundational pieces, as far as building and those things. I think J.C. Latham and T. Sweat, I think I don't know what's going on with them either. Those are foundational pieces, but they're going to have to improve next year, going into as the years go on. I haven't really been happy with J.C. Latham. And Lost Boy 615, shout out to you. You have mentioned to me to say, listen, man, sometimes J.C. had played better left tackle than right tackle. I'm like, I totally agree with that. So I think, man, outside of those two, you just got rookies and second-year players. That's it. I mean, I guess Cedric Gray, you know what I mean, is foundational. But man, it's a wide open roster. We've won one football game, man. I don't know what other sample or example we need to know. Like, man, we suck. So
if you're talking about a rebuild, then they're rookies. Your rookies and second-year players are your foundation because as they continue to get reps, they're going to continue to get better and they're going to continue to learn the game. You got to remember, as a rookie, man, you are learning the game. Just football, period, is hard. But I can imagine the NFL being extremely hard. So I would look at it a little bit different than people from a rebuild perspective. You need them, and this is valuable reps for them. When you give them reps, they're going to continue to get better. I know Kevin Winston didn't have his best game, but this is good tape for him to learn, hey, you're a little late here. You need to be here. You need to be here. So I look at it from that perspective. Let me see. Somebody says, do we trade down and get someone like Jeremiah Love or Carnell Tate? I would say you get both of them jokers, or you can get Carnell. You have the pick of the litter, but yes, you should trade down. There's no reason we should pick number one, in my opinion. Right. What about you?
Yeah, we need players, man. We need a lot of BPAs, best player availables, man. We got we need to trade down if we get the number one pick, we are trading down. I'd almost say guarantee we'd be foolish not to trade down. We need players. We got so many holes on our roster, man. So yep.
Will Myles Garrett break the sack record next week? Yes, he will. He'll get about 7 sacks next week. I'm calling. He getting 7.
I feel you, bro.
He probably get 8. Like I don't have any faith. Yes, he's going to break the record, and he will break the record. He will break the record. And then I'm going to tell y'all now what the narrative will be for that game against the Browns. Especially Shadour's going to start. So you have Shadour versus Cam, and there's going to be a lot of comparisons between the two, and that's part of it. I understand that. Yep. It should go for it, right? So
look, if I'm Cam, I'm looking at this as an opportunity. Hey, man, the spotlight's on me. I gotta do something out here. When opportunities are there for me to make open throws, make the throw. Or if it's time for me to run when I need to, because against Seattle, he did that. He didn't do that today. Run the damn ball when the opportunities are there to run. He didn't do that today.
I'm gonna tell you, Jacksonville I'm gonna give Jacksonville credit. Y'all know I hate Jacksonville, but I give credit to Jacksonville. You can tell they watch film. They kept a spy. They knew, okay, and he's the type of runner that I'm like, he's not elusive. So if I sit here in my zone and I spy on him, I can either go or he gonna wait. He gonna come to me. That is what it is. I'm telling you, this offense is easy enough to scheme against, bro. So they're not going to do a lot. It is what it is. And I think too, Cam is his biggest critic. Even though we're criticizing him, he knows this. That's why I'm like, bro, we got the right person that's going to get it together. But I don't know. We'll see. And I like, is it Mekhi Lemon from USC? Either one. You got to bring in somebody, man. Hold on. Somebody said, hold on. This game against the Browns is the Titans' primetime game. It's the Shador and Cam game.
It is. I agree. It is. It's a primetime game. It is.
Shador and Cam. And we are going to lose, and we're going to lose pretty big. In my opinion, I think we're going to lose pretty big, man. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but you just don't have enough, in my opinion. I'm sorry. Cam is him. I do agree, Jay Dizzle. I agree. He'll get better, but today wasn't his best game. It wasn't his best game. But he knows that. He knows that.
Yeah, all players know that. They all. Kevin Winston knows that. He knows he didn't have a good game today. J.C. Latham knows that. You know what I'm saying? That's okay to know that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you got to take accountability to say, look, I got to do better. When receivers are open, I got to get the ball out to them. I got to. And if there's an opportunity, I agree, especially in the first half that Jacksonville had a spy on them. But okay, but there are times there wasn't. There are opportunities to make more plays. We had.
Do you think he doesn't take accountability?
What do you mean?
You told him to take accountability. You said Cam take accountability.
All players have to take.
Okay.
Who doesn't take accountability?
Do you think this team takes accountability?
It depends on the player. I don't think all of them do. No, not all of them.
Who doesn't take accountability and from what you just an observation from what you're seeing? I haven't heard anyone say that that's not their fault. I hadn't heard anyone really talk much about that. You know what I'm saying? So what do you mean? I'm sorry. So did you hear? Okay, so I don't know if you heard. I don't know if it's Jahad Ward who spoke about some of the younger players when the veterans are trying to counsel them. They are like, get away from me, whatever, right?
Right.
Well, I don't know if you noticed J.C. Latham when he got walked back by Allen. And I think it was a tackle for loss on Spears. And Spears was visibly upset because Spears knew, what are you doing?
Right.
What are you doing? Like, bro, what are you doing? What type of accountability are you taking to get back? Unless he's hurt, I'm going to keep using that. Unless he's not 100%.
Yeah, that was Arden Key. That's right. It was Arden Key that said that. Yeah. I do remember that. I do. He didn't say any player's name, so I can't say or individualize anybody, say this person. I'm just saying the whole team has said, look, I got to do better. And they can say that all day, but a part of accountability is doing it too, right?
Yeah.
I can admit to it, but what am I going to do different the next game or, down the road or whatever like that? And Cleveland's defense is better than Jacksonville's defense. So I'm going to be, it's going to be tough.
That's what I'm saying. Like they going to act a fool on them. It's a strap your seatbelt on and yeah. And then too, I will say this about Cleveland's offense: they got better weapons as well. Nice tight ends. They got Jerry Jeudy, so they have some weapons. This would be Shador. This would be a good game for Shador to kind of get his confidence. I think he'll get his confidence against the Titans.
They do have better weapons on offense for sure. I totally agree with that. I think Cleveland overall, I don't think they're as bad as what their record is. They've just had issues at quarterback.
Yep.
They have the number 2 defense in the league. That right there, right?
They got a nice run game too.
They do.
Solid. Like Cleveland has a good team. I think that was the best situation for Shador because they're a more complete team. If he would have came here, it would have been the same crap. But that's what happens when you're constantly a bad team and you can continue to build and build and build and build and build. So Titans are all right. Titans are the get
We'll go another question or two, y'all. Hey, we appreciate the chat, by the way. Love the questions, y'all, and it's active as always.
Tulsa says Snead didn't take any accountability while he was playing.
He didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good call, Tulsa Titan. I agree with that. I do.
Just saying that's that. When I think accountability, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. But
Yeah.
again, if this was a Mike Vrabel team, at least they would compete. Mike McCoy,
Right.
I don't know what's wrong with that guy. Somebody said, can we fire an interim coach? I think I've seen it happen. I don't know if Amy is frustrated enough. If she does that, you really don't ticked off. Okay, if you get fired as an interim coach,
Oh
bro,
man.
I mean,
Woo!
like, dog, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, man. Hey, I put it like this, bro. I wouldn't put it past.
I wouldn't
I
either.
wouldn't. I wouldn't. If there was somebody who would do that, be Amy. I'm sure Mike McCoy might be like this right now. Like, oh my gosh, after the
Yeah,
game, like
yeah.
Amy, hey, she
But
quick to pull that trigger, bro.
you know what? With him, I don't think he would care. I'd be like, you know what? I got
Yeah.
fired. I ain't got to do this no more. I'm going
Yeah.
to the crib, bro.
Yeah. And here's another thing. I shout out to my boy Brent Mav. He was like, man, I wonder are the Titans intentionally tanking the way that they're playing with these fourth downs with punting and all these that are going for and things like that. It seems as if like we're holding back. I'm like, we might be taking over. And I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but based on what we've heard in the past on different things as far as referees and how players and coaches, sort of tune games in so they can lose and tank. For this whole year, I've not put anything past anything, bro.
That's true. That's true.
Yes.
Actually had a conversation with a former player about that, and I asked that question, and that's a true statement that you just said, Hawk. So you're not wrong,
right?
And I hate that because it's like, well, you like really, bro? And
yes.
He was like, yeah, like it really happens. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so
yep. I don't know.
I'm just saying. I mean, but I've heard from the league. It wouldn't surprise me if the league puts a rule in place that if you are trying to intentionally tank, they might take that first round pick from you.
Yep, and they should. And they should. And they should.
If we find out. Let me say it like that. If we find out. Because you never got to tell nobody.
Yep. That's right, man. That's right. So, all right. Y'all, we'll go one more question, y'all. We appreciate everybody in the chat, man. We'll go one more question, y'all. One more question.
Said, Eddie George would be good marketing. Eddie George is not leaving Bowling Green, in my opinion. I think he has a good situation.
There, man. I don't think so either. Shout out to 22 KT Gold. What's happening?
Yeah, it's a good idea. I like the idea. You need to be on that Titans marketing team. The Titans is a new marketing team. If you want to sign up, bro, go ahead and sign up. I mean, it's a good idea. I mean, it amazed me. Hell, you got the coach from Vanderbilt. You see what Vanderbilt has done? Anchor down.
Yeah,
man, go call him. Go call him.
Hey, Eddie's like, man, I'm not coming back to Nashville with that mess. I'm up here chilling in Bowling Green. Yep. I'm good, man. I'm good. Yep.
Hold on. I think this might be a good question. Who do we like for next year's head coaching or next head coach? Hawks, do you have a wish list?
Yeah, I do. Shout out to Lost Boy 615. We chopped it up the other day. I'm still on the Mike McCarthy coaching train, I guess. You know what I mean? I think.
You got top three? You got top three?
Nope, I don't. I like McCarthy, and that's it. I think others could be in the mix, but I like McCarthy. I just think he's already proved he's a Super Bowl winning coach. He took two franchises that were abysmal and just dysfunctional and helped them to turn things around. You know what I'm saying? And so he is an outright favorite for me. It's literally Mike McCarthy. You, Jock?
So I'm gonna be based in reality. I don't know if I've heard anything about Mike McCarthy. I don't know if he'll be willing to come out, but he's on my list. Robert Saleh is on my list from the 49ers defense. I like him. Cliff Kingsbury, which I've told you why, because of the development of Cam. Joe Brady, which is kind of crazy to me for me to say this. I wouldn't mind him. It's one of those. So those are my really top three: is McCarthy, Cliff, and Robert Saleh.
Okay.
I just think they can galvanize, and they all got experience. That's another thing too. So the experience piece behind it is what I'm really looking for in my next head coach.
Okay. Cool, man. All right, cool. All right, y'all. Well, listen, we want to say thank you all for joining the show, y'all. We really appreciate everybody watching the show and watching the Titans. It's very difficult watching the whole game, man. It really is, man. Especially when you got things to do in life. You got to watch this crap like, torture. But that's why we're here, man. Hey, every single second going to watch, man. But listen, Shout out to everybody here on the show. Shout out to Bleacher Report as well for the platform as always, man. Hey, listen, if you have not followed us, do that today. Follow me at Lorenzo_the Hawk. Follow Jacques at Jacques Merrill. You can also follow us on YouTube, Tennessee Titans Weekly. We're on Apple. We're on Spotify. We're on Twitter. Man, we're on TikTok. We have something every single day. We got content for y'all. So even if the Jags beating the Titans pissed y'all off, hopefully watching our content will put a smile on your face when it comes to the Titans, man. So shout out to everybody, by the way.
Yep. And when you do subscribe to those entities, please like, subscribe, share, get the content out there. It helps us get in the algorithm. And I'd like to say this, Bleacher Report, we really appreciate this opportunity. We appreciate the Weekly family, the Bleacher Report family. Without y'all, we wouldn't be here. So we really appreciate y'all supports, your opinions. We value that. And to your point, Hawk, I could have been doing something else. I could have been watching a movie, man. Like, man, I didn't want to watch this crap today. But anyway, take us home.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, listen, we hope you all have a great rest of your day and great rest of your week as the Tennessee Titans do face the Cleveland Browns in the Shador Cam Bowl. Let's see what happens. I'm excited. Hey, you know, something. Can we be excited about something? I mean, something? You know what I mean? Like, golly, like, bro, you know what I mean? You know, this morning, Jacques, I was shaving my hair. I saw a little more hair in my head. I said, oh, okay, I've got my fade back. And I was like, nah,
it's some hope. It's some hope out there,
off, bro. You know what I mean?
He said it's some hope.
It's some hope. Something. I'm begging something. Damn. You know, but either way, hey, as we always say, folks, facts.
No paper.